I guess first of all, Councilman McAlister, your reaction to tonight's meeting.
You know, when these posts were brought to my attention, I addressed them. I removed them from my Facebook, and I apologize. I'm truly sorry for what those were. And tonight, we had an opportunity to discuss that. Citizens had an opportunity to come and express concerns, and I do believe it is a good way to take a step forward.
Mm-hmm. These people were asking for your removal. Would you consider stepping down after hearing what these people said?
No, because I'm going to, I have full faith and confidence in the Abilene voters that they have an opportunity in, 3 months now to make the decision whether they think I'm the best person to represent them on the council.
You've been through a lot the
Yes,
past
sir.
couple of weeks. LULAC has spoken out against you. The radio station has dropped you. AFLAC has cut ties with you. AISD doesn't want you to do any more games. The Taylor County Republican Party. What do you feel about all that? Is it justified in your opinion?
That's not my call to make. Those people, they make decisions for their companies and businesses and reputations. And if that's what they feel is best for them, then, if I'm not allowed to work somewhere.
Prayers.
Thank you.
Prayers, you need them.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you.
We need some, Abilene needs them.
Thank you.
I would love for you to come see the Dream Center.
Yes, ma'am.
All kinds of races. We're all together.
Yes,
we all
ma'am.
live each other.
Yes, ma'am.
And that's what I'm hoping for
All
you
right.
and your family.
Well, thank
okay?
you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
So it's been a rough couple of weeks for your family, for yourself.
That's an understatement.
Can you talk about it?
Nah, I'd rather not talk about my family.
I don't want to talk about your family, but I want to talk about...
It has been rough. It has been rough. But, as has been mentioned more than once, God will provide. People lose their jobs every day, and people find new jobs every day. They're not always on television when they lose their jobs. So that's what we will do. That'll be something that I work on over the next couple of weeks and months, is to find another job. And
did you feel as though this public outrage was justified?
Again, not my call. If someone feels upset with me, then they have every right to express that opinion. And as we talked about, coming together and looking for a healing process, I hope we can do that. Several of the people said, let's sit down and talk. I would love to do that. I would love to sit down and talk.
On that note, are you planning on meeting with the rally folks to have a discussion with them?
I would love to sit down with them. I would love to sit down with them.
Have we mended the bridge? Is this going to tarnish Abilene, like some people said in there? Is this going to prevent Abilene from doing business? Is this going to cast a bad spell for the city for people who want to come here?
No. Abilene is a great place. The people in Abilene are great. We will come together, as we always have. This is not the first problem Abilene's had, and it won't be the last. But the people of Abilene are great. The people of Abilene are resilient, and the people of Abilene are loving and caring. I don't know what
Do you
to say
think
about
that you should have been censured?
You know what? I asked for the censure, and my fellow council members made their vote, and I'm not going to speak for them.
What'd you think about all the yelling stuff from the rally people and all
Again,
that fiasco?
I'm not going to speak for them. If that's the way they felt like they wanted to express themselves, then so be it.
You got questions?
Yeah, I've got a few. So a lot of the folks up there tonight saying that they don't trust you. What are you going to do to earn that trust back? Can you do anything, do you think?
Well, I will continue to do what I've always done, and if that means us coming together and visiting, I would love to do that. I would love to have an opportunity to sit down and visit with people, because we all, I think, have the same goal in mind, which is to continue the reputation that Abilene has as being a great town, okay? And a lot of them that don't trust me honestly don't know me. And there's nothing wrong with that. They just don't know me. So let's sit down and visit. I mean, if they want to, if we want to come together and visit, I think that's the best thing that we can do.
If this was a congressman, if this was a state representative, they would resign or they'd be asked to leave. Don't you think?
What, if I was a congressman or a state representative?
If this was a congressman
Right.
that wrote those posts, or a state official, a state rep, there would be no heart for this whatsoever. They would be asked to leave.
But it wasn't. I guess I don't understand your question.
Well, I mean, the city has not asked you to leave, but a lot of other people have, including members of the community, different elements. They've dropped you from their rosters. They've done everything that they don't want to be associated with you anymore, but yet you're allowed to stay as city councilor.
Yes.
Is that right?
I'm not understanding your question.
It's a very simple question. Okay, a lot of people have rejected you now.
Okay.
Okay? They've dropped you from a radio show. They've dropped you from the Republican Party, which you haven't responded yet, as far as I'm concerned, from the Taylor County Republican Party. They've requested that you leave. Are you leaving the party? Have you answered that yet?
Am I leaving the party?
Yeah,
No.
they sent you an email. They requested you to leave as precinct chair.
Correct.
Are you going to resign?
I have asked them some questions, some follow-up
Okay.
questions.
Okay. But all these people, you know, all the elements of your life, you know, have been affected by this, but yet you're allowed to remain as a city councilor. Do you see the irony in that?
No. What I
You
see
know.
is that I have 120,000 Abilenians who will have a chance in 4 months to tell me what they want to do.
Okay.
Okay. So there is no. I mean, I don't understand what the irony is. There's always going to be people asking for politicians to step down. There's always going to be people asking for individuals to separate themselves. And everyone has the right to ask me to do that. I'm going to allow, and I have full faith and confidence in the Abilene voters, that if they request and desire me to represent them for another term, they will. And if they don't, they won't.
Good enough.